Blessings, my love, and this is my offering to the divine Virgo solar season that is upon us. When the sun travels through its sacred geometric dance through the zodiac and enters into Virgo, we are asked to come closer to our physical body and expound upon the earth-based lessons of the zodiac. And we're in the earth sign of Taurus, we discover ourselves as being part of a human experience in a body, exploring nourishment, exploring our connection to the earth, exploring our relationship to our body. And when we enter through the initiation of Virgo, we come closer to our deeper connection to this body. In medical astrology, Virgo rules a large portion of the digestive system and deeply connected to the sign of Gemini through Mercury. The mercurial mind of Virgo turns us on to that deeper awareness that we are part of something so much bigger than we could ever imagine. And Virgo asks us to come into this being, into this body, remembering ourselves as sovereign in body and learning to nurture the physical body, opening up around the heart space, touching parts of the body every single day that helps me feel closer and closer to my body and not further away. These are the practices now where we bring ourselves home, opening up around the heart space, really focusing on that tension in between the ribs, around the axilla, around the armpit, the ribs around the thoracic cage, the tension of the connective tissue. Exploring and playing with tensions, exploring and playing with the idea of coming closer to our tension and our pain as a spiritual practice every day. The body is calling, the body is exhausted, the body has been through a wild journey, and our awakening is deeply connected to our embodiment, spirit embodied. Remembering ourselves, remembering our origin, born from the body to people's bodies, a sperm cell and an egg cell coming together in this perfect unison. And even if you were born from the body of someone who could not care for you or someone you never knew, you are here in this body to remember yourself and reclaim yourself. Touch your proverbial womb space and your pelvic floor and the tension that you feel around the legs and the muscles that connect to your pelvis. I love to use different kinds of self-massage tools every day as a meditative practice. There are so many things that you can use that you don't even have to buy at the store. You can be very creative with sticks and trees and rocks. These are things that I collect and I practice exploring the tension in my body every day, looking at this as a meditation. What is this? I'm listening to you, body, and I know that you are sore and tired and you've been running a long time, especially if you're experiencing tension around the menstrual cycle. All humans who bleed really deserve to come closer to their body, and where the pain is mounting and the swelling and the strange sensations that I can't quite understand. I don't know what this is, so I will listen to you. Obviously, I'd be spending a lot more time in these individual areas, at least 2 to 2.5 minutes into individual areas, so I really bring some powerful blood flow and lymph flow and oxygen through the fluids, really connecting to the abdomen, really connecting to our relationship to our physical body. The tension that's held in the groin is a huge component of central low back pain and pelvic pain. Just exploring the tension in your groin as a root chakra, earthing, grounding tool. And that's the power of the earth through Virgo, the virgin archetype, the being who belongs unto herself, and not chaste as they would like to make you think you need to believe that word to be, but we reclaim the virgin by giving ourselves back to ourselves, purifying ourselves, reclaiming ourselves by remembering our inherent divinity through this powerful body. Trillions of individual cells that makes this human being, opening up the heart space, carrying the world on your back, exploring the pain, listening to the pain. A yoga block, getting to these was some of the best investments that I got. Really exploring tension and laying into spaces and allowing myself to just breathe into my body, getting to know my body. And how do you feel about your human beingness? And I remember as I started to awaken, I could look myself in the mirror and not recognize the person that I was looking back at me. But this wasn't a dissociation like somebody tried to manipulate me to think. But truly it was me recognizing myself in a different way, coming into this being and into this body, and learning to connect to my physical body, and the tension in my body has helped me feel so enamored with myself as a human being after eons and eons of hating myself, harming myself, and trying to destroy myself. Reclaiming the power of Virgo in my life has taught me how to serve myself, have empathy for myself, compassion, deep self-compassion for myself. Learning to stay with the pain and tension, learning to reclassify sensations, touching every part of this body, fascial connective tissue ear pulls, to open up the throat and jaw. Remember yourself. Remember why you came here and how you came here. When was the last time you touched your body and your belly? This is a beautiful edamame grown in our garden. What a treat. I'm thankful for the ability to grow food, even if it's something small. Remembering ourselves as connected to the earth, helping bring some circulation and consciousness into the pelvic floor, opening the root chakra, connecting to the power of digestion, moving lymphatic fluid, really connecting to pain and tension. When we are bleeding, when we are ovulating, when we are in pain and tension, our body is calling to us to hold space for us. And will you touch yourself? And will you teach yourself to touch yourself? And will you honor this journey that you've been on with this incredible body? This is what Virgo asks of you through this divine solar season and every lunar cycle as the moon goddess makes her way through and through. Are you willing to get to know you? Are you willing to get to know this pain underneath all this self-betrayal and self-abandonment? Come closer to this beautiful body and remember where you came from. No longer self-harming and self-hating, no longer self-evading, willing to come closer to pain and tension as a ritual for life. I love you. I love you. Allow yourself